There'll be no reason to get him.
I do. Appreciate it.
And the Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron.
Bernie.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Very quick.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always talk about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, running back gets the give. The Mustangs get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Milrow. Hit hard just as he released it on first down.
Defense, good defense, good defense.
To the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least
Keep that same type of momentum going on inside.
He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Offense in an empty set. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
Yup. Keep that going, keep that going.
Complete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Shit, let's do it.
And the incomplete pass.
Defense, good defense, good defense.
Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Presley.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved.
This you heard.
An easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. Handoff from the gun.
Shit. Keep going. I got your quarterback.
That's the 20. He's got space.
Good shit.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Moving out of the pocket.
Okay, let's do it.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Kane!
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
That nigga's stupid.
Kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They move the tight end all over. They'll give it to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Oh, that was a good play, though. That was a good play, though. He was blitzing like shit, but he was ready to get that shit.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Now we straight. We was trying to get him for real, for real. That was a good play call, though.
Lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And the extra point is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Presley.
Oh, it was a gap right there.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought
down
to 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway.
Oh, you! The shit, my boy.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover.
Yeah, facts. I seen. I thought you was ready to go out real quick too.
This defense over the middle of the field in the passing.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Nah, facts, dude. Facts.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts
shit, the boys right there.
And he's left with no
I should put that flat right there.
A nice job by the quarterback.
She word.
Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw.
That's a good
He got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it.
Damn.
He took a hit as he
facts, though.
deliver the football. It's incomplete. And the Caves send out the punt unit.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop.
Track this clock and see what they do with this clock.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. To the air, it's Milrow. Firing to the right, complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got it. He stopped just a chain link or two away.
All right, keep him underneath. If they keep running in the routes.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout.
He
just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Not fast,
the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't.
That shit's locked in the back, man. That shit's locked.
Snap it from their own 46.
Pick the shoot up. Ooh, I'm gonna sage up right there.
Shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, timing is so important, and especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver.
Luke Dave.
Now it's 4th down.
That's real good.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
Got him. Let's pick. Yeah, let's go.
And the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting
physical defense,
most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Quarterback checking the play.
Definitely probably make a cut early.
They'll throw it on first down.
That shoot right there, look at that. Clean.
Got it in the middle.
Good shit.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway.
Oh!
He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop.
Bad for shit.
And it's first and goal.
I thought it was you on that low right. Like, oh, he's gone.
To stop the clock.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone.
Oh.
And the ball is picked off.
Fuck.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it.
You said 2 or 1. It's 2. All right, bet.
He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Heaves it on the run.
Oh, the safety went up fast.
The connection going for a big play on first down.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Oh, he loves to fire down the field. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
Good. You got ball, shoot, get back.
He got loose. Touchdown, SMU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Presley.
Oh, we go. First play. Let's do it. And lock down on defense. Let's do it.
He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
I feel we just break through that big.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw up any better than that.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside the spot.
Oh.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance. Oh, he's going to try to.
That's you on top. That's your pick. Woo! That jump, get that big.
A big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the offense trying to be aggressive. They're throwing the goal ball down the sideline. Just a better job in coverage defensively forces the incomplete.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, come here.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got it, looking for first.
Uh-oh.
Still running up the 40.
Get on the edge. Get on the edge. Get on the edge. Thought you were on the edge right there.
Pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. From
Yeah, we heard.
running back on the move.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Looking to throw, it's Milrow.
Good defense right there.
Picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on his pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a deep shot here.
Damn.
Touchdown!
He definitely was. You can see the gap between that shit.
They've got the lead here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Presley. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
On second down, wants to throw. He's looking on the right side.
Fuck, how the fuck he throw the ball that fat? No way.
Looking for more room. At the 20. And they
just
capitalize not
tweak
only on
this.
the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Going for the return. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Ways that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out fast.
I don't know why. That play is going to be so cold, though.
Scrimmage, they'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down.
the end of the third quarter with the score SMU 28, Miami 14.
Wants to throw. It's Flagway. Quarterback moving. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Going for it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happens. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw if I see something open. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly. Still trying to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. can bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Race. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been
Where the fuck is this nigga at? I have not seen this nigga, man.
Man, shit, man, I want to get activated.
What do you need to play football? Man, I'll be fucking these niggas. Oh, I'm talking about for real. And if a nigga won't stuff, I'll take it there with you too, nigga. That's on my side. Let me get serious with me on that field, nigga. Basic, don't give for nothing they don't do. What you got going on? Going like that. You doing that. You heard me? Fucking them niggas. Oh, no games played, and I'm cooking every last one of them niggas. I already know. I can feel it in my soul. Gents.
The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway.
On with that board.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. first down here for the offense. Makes it past the marker. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
They can't lead now. You don't smooth all of it.
Go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Good boy.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
He ain't saying nothing. What?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
What?
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Jumbo, jumbo.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. He'll take the deep shot. Brings it down on the right side. Off a huge chunk play on that one.
Shut your punk ass up, nigga.
He steps out of bounds.
You a punk, nigga. You crying over a game, baby ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you niggas? Y'all niggas babies. Y'all babies on this shit. Y'all be crying over games and shit. Shut your punk ass up, nigga. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Ain't nobody scared of your punk ass, nigga. You see me in person, they gonna do shit, nigga. Shut your punk ass up, nigga. Shut up, nigga. Go on mute like you're supposed to, nigga. Nigga, you are own way, nigga. What you own, nigga? Nobody hearing of that, nigga. You got cry in your name, nigga. Shut your cry baby ass up, nigga. I want you, nigga. Nobody want to hear that, nigga. You over here crying, nigga. You baby ass nigga. Get on, nigga. Get on somewhere, nigga. You ain't even worth the dime, nigga.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
You ain't even worth the penny, nigga. Get on
How many people expected this to happen? Playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution.
Oh, you know what? Hurt your feelings, nigga. Be quiet, nigga. Hurt the poor baby's feelings, Chad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Nobody want to hear that shit, dude.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense set on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Running back goes in motion. Using his legs, it's Browning. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it'll be down right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll try to run for it. The Tigers have enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Oh, they tackling.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to find his man in the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense
Pussy niggas like him, man.
Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Niggas go in this game so they can bully shit. Y'all not doing nothing. No bad. Y'all niggas is big ass bitches and babies crying over some games.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance.
He ain't making no bread off this motherfucker. Ain't doing nothing.
So you gotta
I want bread shit.
your best players and get them the football.
What's wrong with these niggas?
They're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation,
Told to sit out there,
best
boy.
players
Stop
gotta
playing you niggas.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off.
Going for the big play.
Yay!
Intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense.
Oh, picked up.
Hey!
Touchdown, Ducks. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Nigga threw a whole pig.
Dropping back, it's Reed.
Throw this shit.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Spears. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. The defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know what they're
Boy, stop playing in this bitch, man.
From one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to.
So what the fuck do they got that the field for? They should be able to be on the field.
Right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket. He is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back.
Yay!
And it's picked off.
You got the quarterback back there panicking, man. Well, boy.
Solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them work.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking for a man, it's Reed. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception.
What a safety! What a safety!
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. What a job to lay out and make the catch. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
I see one.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Reed. Slides away. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And it's so hard to get these guys on the ground. They're such good athletes nowadays, and you can see had a chance to wrap him up, but he's so elusive. He gets out of the tackle, still forces the incompletion. But, man, these guys are a nightmare to try to get on the ground and try to get those sacks.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. On the move, he fires. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it.
And the catch and run into the end zone.
Yeah!
Oregon.
Yeah!
That's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with
Wrong with that ball.
Put together a drive anyway.
Wrong with that ball.
The quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Cameron.
Miracle.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Gonna run it. It's Spears. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Trying to get to it.
Come here.
And they get to the quarterback. And
Come here.
down back into 16. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. He's got it on the left. Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Tigers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
He'll toss.
Swear though.
He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris.
Ooh, that was close. We was up through her.
Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking the ball.
So the nigga move around, the nigga.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
As the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Oh man, that's crazy. Bump is crazy, kids. Y'all got it.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place
at the
right time making plays.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense.
Good cheese.
So we've got a
I ain't need them niggas anyway.
They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You'd love to get the score right now, but you also want to make sure, if you can, that the clock keeps moving.
So let's do both. Let's run the football, keep it on the ground, run the play clock down, but don't turn away a touchdown. If you're getting close and you can get in, take the 2-possession lead, end this ball game.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll keep it himself. Jumped on top of the pile.
Great job by the defense. Prepared for the option here in a 2-point situation, and the offense comes away with nothing.
He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You did.
Unloads it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understanding.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Bears will boot it away to start the
Nigga,
game.
quadruple screaming in my fuck.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Colorado's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try and slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Back to throw, it's Sanders. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
No, you won't get up there, boy. Stop playing, boy.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage.
This nigga jumped up in the earth.
Nice job by the QB locating his
Say, I see that bush.
On second down, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
They must have stayed on it.
Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Off play action on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Nigga come over and grab you, nigga. Yeah.
The give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the D deny them on second and goal. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
What you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
I ain't gonna watch that. I just want the ball.
The kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So California's offense will have its first possession of the game. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And David, I like these guys too because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Forced out of the pocket.
Come on, bro. Shit is quarterback, buddy.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incomplete.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Defense in press coverage. From the gun. Give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. He leaves it with his back. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. They'll try to get it through the air.
Damn, look that little nigga up out there like that.
Get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Touchdown, Colorado! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's up. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
On the ground, it's Ott. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Using his feet to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Bears! 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Snap it to the back. He's back in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It followed the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it. They put together an 81-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired, and I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Sanders. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Oh, sweet feet. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Got it behind the line. It's off. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Grabbed behind the line. It's up. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They're setting up the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Looking to buy time. He's into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And here comes the offense on second down. To throw, it's Sanders. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Horn. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going up top on first down. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's up.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. It's complete to the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Ott. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had it back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bear! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. They'll try to pound their way in. He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the Golden Bears slide it up with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in.
And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the single back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
And he makes the catch inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, the running back has it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier. The football, knocking it out and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. To the air, it's Sanders. Getting some heat. The throw. Got the back over the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Horn. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the fourth quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got some room to run. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. The option look. He'll toss it. Racing down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bear! We're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. To the air, it's Mendoza. It's complete on the right side. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's Horn.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the offense just going to spike it here.
The pass attempt falls incomplete. It's second down.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man to the left. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
Pass falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Right down the middle. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that pass picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks have the opportunity with those RPOs. They can quickly give it to the running back and make it a run, and he pulls it. I'm not sure it's the right decision, or maybe he just didn't get his feet set and everything went well, but obviously that play didn't work real well.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Lets it fly on the move. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.